Hi guys, my name is Harry Yotis. I've been a trader for 20 years now. Started way back in 2005 working for National Bank Financial. And for the past 10 years, I've been trading my own account. So let's get started for the daily market update today, Friday, post Thanksgiving, the 28th of November. Another update, 0.5% up in the S&P 500. Huge day, huge week. Okay, we've had a huge week coming off these depressing levels. Okay, but today the big news. Okay, big news of the day: silver ripping to new highs. Strong candle here, was pretty strong the whole week. Okay, we'll get back to silver later, but let's talk about the S&P 500 technical picture like we always do. Okay, what a difference a week makes. Okay, this candle right here, bearish engulfing. Okay, everybody was super bearish. Michael Burry comes out, starts his own Substack. I don't know what that's about, but everybody's buying puts alongside him. Put call ratio through the roof. Sentiment right here was at like 6, still at extreme fear. Okay, so you have a huge snapback rally. Who would have predicted it? Well, once this bearish reversal candle wasn't realized, we started buying right here. Okay, we knew why this happened. Okay, it's not about technicals, it's about fundamentals. We knew why this happened. This happened because of the Bitcoin, I keep saying it, Bitcoin consolidation, capitulation. Once that ended on this day right here, big volume, huge wick, this was bullish for us. This was enough for me to go long, okay? And I'm not just saying this in retrospect. I mean, you can check out my Twitter, Harry Yodas GRC. As you can see, I post every day, and we have daily market updates so you can keep up to date on what's going on. But really, if you go all the way back to, when was this? November 21st. You should be buying now. Everyone is super scared. Position short. Play the odds. Buy. Go long. We went long. Okay. When was November 31st? Actually, this was not just November 31st, but in the morning, after the first hour. This is November 31st, right here. Okay. Because the capitulation ended. We had a fundamental reason to come back in. Capitulation ended with with a huge negative sentiment in the market. Okay, so the odds are in your favor to pile in long, and we did. And look, nobody thought this would happen. Nobody thought this could happen in 1 week. Maybe we're getting overextended, but who knows? Okay, we just go with the trend. Once this negativity was out, this is playing out, and as you can see, we're still at extreme fear. We still have a long way to go to neutral and greed. That's why I reiterate my bullish bias. So I mean, this is bullish. Technical picture, bullish. Put in our moving averages. We were happy that on Tuesday it closed above the 50. It just stayed below the 50 for a little while. We're a little bit worried here. But then after we saw these bullish reversal patterns from a potential bearish engulfing, I mean, it was a bearish engulfing, but it never played out. Because it's not just the technicals that matter. It's the fundamentals. The fundamentals were telling us that this selling was over due to the Bitcoin. Okay, and now we're ripping much higher. It's like a beach ball held underwater. Okay, this is what happens. I would like to see a move above here. Let's mark it. Above this level. We're getting close. It would be like a double bottom. Okay, and maybe the all-time highs of 690. But this level right here, if you can see it, is 683-ish, 684. Okay, we closed at 683. Sorry, this is 685. Okay, and the highest is like about 690. So in the SPY, where it closed at 683, is super close to just breaking out and going with it. Okay, and people are still position short, and maybe it's unwinding a little bit, but we still have a lot more fuel to go into all-time highs. Okay, but let's go to the big news of the day, which was silver. This to me, let's get rid of the moving averages. This to me is a huge move. Okay, Everybody thought when we were here and the capitulation was going on that this was a double top at 54-ish dollars per ounce. Okay, double top technicals. I'm just looking at the technicals. Okay, forget about. I'm just going to close my eyes to the fundamentals and just look at the technicals. And double top, therefore, go short. No, because a double top could easily turn into a cup and handle, which is what this is. So it's like, don't just look at the technicals and blindly go into something, okay? Because it looked too high. No, the fundamentals are strong for silver. When this happens, you want to look for a place to enter long, okay? So this breakout here is just a fundamental representation of what is going on. This chart pattern happened after the fact, okay? Like right now, people are saying, oh, it's a breakout. Well, it's too late now. You have to get in when there's a retest, okay? And it's the same with gold, okay? Everybody was scared here, but it was consolidating and holding. That's when you get in, okay? This is also the cup and handle breaking out here, okay? So you have a fundamental bullishness for gold that's going to last a long time. Central banks, foreign central banks buying because they want to diversify away from the USD hegemony status. So stick with the fundamentals and look for the technicals only to enter your fundamentally long position. Okay. So having said that, the technical picture here is great. We can bring in the moving averages. It really doesn't. It never really touched the 50. So this is super bullish. Another reason where the technicals should not have scared you. Okay. This is regular. In fact, this is pretty strong. Very mild pullbacks in a big bullish trend in silver. Gold too. Denver touched a 50, a mild pullback on a generally massive bullish trend. Go all the way back, look at that. Okay, so come on, guys. Don't get scared just by looking at technicals. Forget that. Fundamentals rule. Technicals just help out the fundamentals, okay? So now, going forward, what I want to see on silver is that this breakout, okay, gets consolidated. I don't have an upside target. I don't know what it's going to be. Nobody knows. Whoever tells you they know where silver is going is a bullshitter. Okay, nobody knows. Okay, what you do know is this is going into all-time highs with strength. What I want to see is this holding these levels for at least a week to 3 weeks. That would be beautiful. Then you know it's real. Okay, but do you want to buy the breakout? You can do that. You can wait for. If you want to go in again, I wouldn't buy it here. I'd wait for a retest, and if it doesn't happen, oh well. Okay, move on. Okay, but you have to have a reason to not get shaken out when you buy. And it's around these consolidation levels that you need to buy. Not right now. Wait. Okay? So this is what I hope for going forward in silver, that this is not a one-day wonder rally and then it breaks back down. I would be surprised at that, but then I would have to go for it. I'll go with it because something has changed fundamentally. But so far, I don't see anything changing fundamentally in silver. Okay? So that's what I'm... Big news of the day. High-ho silver's up. Still not super excited yet until I see a 1 to 3 week move or price action above the 54 high. Okay, we're at 56 now. The previous high is 54.35. Okay, again, not a line in the sand, it's an area. Okay, so what else can we talk? Let's look back at some of the trades that we did. Microsoft, remember Microsoft? We were saying that let's get rid of these things. Okay, you can see it more clearly. Going back all the way to here, you see this is a big level. After the Bitcoin sell-off, all the assets were being sold off. Here, the Bitcoin sell-off ended. We were at we wanted to go long, but we didn't yet have a technical reason to do so. Retesting the previous highs after a big drop and Bitcoin capitulation ending and really touching the 200, you had like 3 technical reasons to enter this trade on the bullish side. Okay, and we did. We entered we sold a put spread because premiums were very high. And now we've realized before we were up 65% on this. Now we're up over 75%, 80% on this move. Looking to close it, okay? And this is all just in 3 days. This is what happens when sentiment here is super bearish. You get wicked moves in SPY. Like nobody thought that SPY would make this move in a week, except we did. We're just playing the odds. We have to still protect yourself because here everybody was still scared. Okay, you don't just buy and close your eyes blind. You have to have some kind of risk management system. In fact, that should come first. Okay, so our Microsoft trade, we're going to probably close that out soon for around a 75% total gain. What else? We also looked at MP, the critical metals thing, because silver is the ultimate critical metal. Okay, so let's go over MP. What did we do here? Okay, let's open it up here. Let's make it bigger so that everyone can see here. Okay, as you saw, wait, let's go back and say, as you saw, it went to new highs, came back down within this area, and this was all the, sell off with the Bitcoin destruction. Okay, we want to get, this is the thought process. You want to get into this stock because it is the leader in the rare earth critical metals play. Okay, but you need a technical reason to do so. That's step 2. This here on Friday, November 7th was our technical reason. A bullish engulfing, and if you looked intraday, it was very, very well bid and bought. Okay, we entered around this level. Okay, we looking for the number 1 here represents a high after this big drop. Okay, we were hoping that the price action then makes a higher low. Okay, this was the number 2 area. Okay, because we entered here with a call spread. We bought the 60-80 call spread. Okay, we paid $4 and we're going to get $20, so a 5-to-1 risk reward ratio is pretty good. A little bit less than $4 I think we paid for it, so it's like a little bit more than a 5-to-1 risk reward ratio, which is what you want. Okay, so we were now looking for 1, 2, and the third part would be to break above this previous high. See, it tested it here on Wednesday, but it didn't really get there. Okay, so let's focus more here. This was the Bitcoin capitulation, this day right here. Okay, and the 21st is when we started. Remember, it was the 20th and the 21st when we decided to go long the market and Microsoft and all those kind of stocks. But we were already long MP. Okay, so we're hoping now that the selling pressure from the Bitcoin sell-off is off, and we get this third criterion to play out above $66 on MP. Will probably shoot it up to the 80 level right here, and that's when we'll get out. Okay, we have until January, I think we bought 2 series, January and February expiry. See, we give ourselves a lot of time for this trade to play out because we don't know what the market will do. Okay, so this is a recap of the MP, the critical metals play. So let's recap the whole thing. Okay, we have the critical metals recap. We have the Microsoft recap, why we entered it. We had a technical reason to enter it here, 3 technical reasons to enter it, and it's playing out very well. And the SPY, we don't know what's going to happen in the future. Maybe there's a retest. Maybe we go down to, let's see the moving averages. Maybe we retest the 50 again here at 670, going down, then go back up. Who knows? We just blast through and then go up. We can just like blast through it in a big candle and then consolidate here and keep going higher. I don't know. Okay, but I am still bullish till the end of the year, thanks to this guy right here. Sentiment is very bad, and the technicals and the fundamentals haven't broken down. Okay, we still have good jobs report, the initial claims, all those macro things are important to determine that the underlying structure of this market is not amazing, but it's not cratering. Like, it's not coming off the wheels. Okay, so as long as that happens, we're going to get these passive flows into the market. So bullish on the market. I like our Microsoft trade, and MP looking good. So thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you tomorrow for another market update. And if you liked this video and you want to help, please like and subscribe. And of course, drop a comment, and I will analyze both fundamentally and technically, if I can, any stock that you want. Okay. The big news of the day, guys. Hi-ho silver. Let's hope it continues. All right. So I'll talk to you next week, and happy Thanksgiving weekend. Later.